Okay, welcome back. We're managing Arsenal, and we're just looking now to do some transfers. We've just done a video, the last one, video number 6, if anyone missed it, of players we're trying to get out in order to raise a bit of funds and also to actually bring down the wage bill, you know. I think what we're going to do is, looking at the transfer budget here, we got 32 million. We are in for, I think it's Cengiz Under. There we go, this lad here, who's the Turkish wonder kid. Terrible at tackling, but long shots 17, first touch 15, finishing dribbling 14, crossing corners 16, acceleration 17, agility 16, natural fitness and pace 15, off the ball 16, flair 15. You know, the guy's a wonder kid, and he's only 20. It's valued at 18.5 million. We've got a bid in at 25 million. Now, so far we're the only bidder, but he is wanted by Liverpool, Man United and Paris Saint-Germain. Oh God, I hope we get him. So he's you know, he's the one that we've gone after. We got Florian Marange in as a left back understudy to Monreal until we sell Monreal. And then he's going to be left back understudy to Kolasinac. And we're going to try and develop Kolasinac, but this guy's just purely a reserve player. And you know, he was wanted by Bruges, Antwerp, Locron, Dijon, Montpellier. You know, and we put a bid in for him. Montpellier put a bid in for him, so he's half decent. He's not bad, but he's one of those players that is literally just a squad filler. That's all we're looking at him for. The other one is a third choice keeper in Ventura, because Iliev is terrible and we're trying to get rid of him. You know, he's wanted by a few MLS clubs, and we put a bid in for him, but so have they. So we're going to see if we get terms with him, but again, just a squad player, just someone to help us out. So what we're going to be looking for now is we're going to be looking to see if we can get any players in. I don't see any point in asking the board for any money, because, well, it's Stan Kroenke in it, and I nearly called him something then. He's not well known for you know, being somebody who will put his hand in his pocket, shall we say. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of some of these. Right, and we're going to look for a attacking left midfielder who we can afford, which means we're going to have to look for somebody who's out of contract, because we have zero money. Contract status is expired. So Jonathan Bagger, you are shocking. You're 18, pace, acceleration, long shots, dribbling. If I was to manage this club for 3-4 years, I would actually put him in the under 18s and just, you know, see what he did. Let's have a look how much money he wants. I don't think we're going to sign him, but approach to sign. 2 grand, no. 300 quid a week, I might have considered it. But yeah, we're just gonna change the pace. Oh, actually, we can add to it. We can add a attribute such as dribbling, and we just lower these down so we get a player. There's Falkenstein. No. Yakovenko. Dribbling 14, crossing 13, acceleration 13, pace 14, passing 14. You see, he's one of those players that could just be a squad player, but you know, we want a little bit more than that, don't we? See again, Beer, he's again a decent player, and in a championship you'd sign him, but this is Arsenal, so we have to be a little bit more selective. Hootkoop, Xander Hootkoop, who's he wanted by? MK Dons, yeah, says it all. Nabil Jaidi, Jaiho Jaidi, again 22, Moroccan, not someone we're really looking for right now. Marvin Emnes, yeah, not good at passing or long shots, but again, you know, he's alright. Breeder and Venlo want him. He's not stunning, but let's just have a quick look at the squad for a second, and we'll just have a little glance at what we need. So we got Socrates, Koscielny, Holding, Mustafi as, you know, centre backs. So we could probably do with another centre half. We're probably good for full backs. Probably good for a keeper if we get the Portuguese lad. With Torreira and Guendouzi and Xhaka, we're good for defensive midfield players. With Ramsey and Suarez, I'm going to say with Ramsey we're good for a centre mid, so we could probably do another centre mid, a centre back and a centre mid. We have enough wingers. Maybe a left winger, so we can just straight up play Aubameyang as a striker rather than on the left. We got Mkhitaryan who can play on the right. Danny Welbeck who can play on the right side of attack. But if we get under, Senges under, he'll go on the right. So I'm thinking we do need a left winger, just to help out. I like the look of this guy. He's got really good stats, and I think for a year or two, you know, he plays on the left, attacking left wing, and he's right footed. Now if we have him on the left coming in on his right foot, and we have Under on the right coming in on his left foot, it's going to be a nightmare for people to deal with. Let's see what contract he wants. Oh, he's cheap. He's cheap as chips. You just offer him that straight away. I mean, a little bit better, we'll put him on rotation. 12-month contract. That's belting. That's exactly what we need. Until we get our players back from loan. And Iwobi comes back, and you know, we got a few players back from injury, like from loan, like Reece Nelson, or from injury. Then we're fine. We can take this guy on. He doesn't have an agent. I'm just gonna give him a good wage. I'm gonna suggest terms. So that's £5 a week after tax. Okay. cheeky so-and-so is going to think about it rather than jump at it. Alright, finalise that deal. So we got Yakovenko as a left winger. Now, because we have to have homegrown status, players trained in England, we're gonna have to have a look at some players here. Let's just see. Centre backs, contracts expired, tackling's at least 14. Oh no, thank you. No. He's 18. For the youth team, if I can take that Spanish lad, Palazuelo, whatever he was called, and put him in the youth team, let's see what he wants. Yeah. Alright, if we get him, he goes into the youth team. Keith Keane, he used to play for Rochdale. Dirty little, you know, dirty little player. Let's see, Seb Hines, bravery 19, tackling 13, heading 12. It's just not good enough though, I don't think. Who's he want to buy? Mansfield. Oh, Rochdale want him as well. Fair play, Rochdale. Remy Street. He's actually not that bad as a backup for like the Carabao Cup or something. Who's in for him? Newport, Crawley, Gillingham. It's wanted by Blackpool, Newport, Bradford, Bristol Rovers, Crawley, Gillingham. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's quite good enough. Josh Yoroff, I don't think he's quite good enough either for what we need. Ruben Gill. God, we might have to spend some money. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to spend some money, unless we can perhaps get somebody on loan. So loan status is listed. Now there's Brendan Galloway here. He's a decent enough player. He's wanted by Rochdale there as well. He's listed for loan. I wouldn't mind having him in the squad actually. Ryan Innes. You know, not quite what we need. Brandon Cooper again, not quite what we need. Kenneth Yo. Yo, I love that name. Yo. Yayo. Yayo. I think we're gonna have a little cheeky make an offer for a loan, and he's on 22 grand a week, isn't he? So if we paid the same monthly playing fee of that would cover his wages to the end of the season, and it'd be part of our first team squad, and it would be if we take that can be recalled thing, and loan cannot be terminated. Oh, so, yeah, loan cannot. Yeah, we'll keep that in there. Hang on. So let's just pay all of his salary, a monthly fee of say 20 grand. It's not much, is it? Unused monthly fee 10 grand. So let's just suggest those terms as acceptable and please such swift negotiations. Okay, so let's finalise that. That way we got a young British player coming in, and let's have a look at centre midfield. Scott McTominay from United. See, my thing is, if these players develop a little bit and we have them at the end of the season, it might be worth a cheeky little bid to get them in and keep them in. See, Ryan Yates there, box to box midfield player. He'll develop. You know, we'll definitely scout him. Sean Longstaff. So there you go. 12 million. Hot prospect. He's wanted by Villa, Stoke and Swansea. See, having him in and around the squad, that qualifies as the English players. You know, we've got all the English eligible players we need for the European games, and we're gonna look to play him in centre midfield. No, we don't want him to be recalled, and we'll just pay him 20 grand monthly fee. Suggest terms. Finalise the offer. Alright. Scott McTominay, let's have a look at him. His dribbling and finishing are terrible, but his first touch is good, so's his heading. Passing, tackling, technique are good. His acceleration needs work. But again, if we can bring him in on loan, I think we'll be good. Let's see if we get them though, that's the thing, innit? It's... Ooh. Let's see. I would like, you know, no, I'd like a player who is gonna help us out in that left midfield slot. You see, change that to attacking left, and there you go. Chris Willock, I think, was at Arsenal. Yeah. Jonathan Lecco there as well. Valued at $1 million. See, these are the kind of players we should be going after. Jan Dander, no. Kyle Edwards at West Brom, no. But Jonathan Lecco, I think, is going to become a really good player. Let's just... So he's listed for loan. 6 clubs interested in him. All championship clubs, more or less. Let's just suggest 24 million. Jog on. 24 million for Jonathan Lecco. Have a day off. A development player, I was thinking. They think he's going to be bloody Messi. No. No, no, no. Let's have a look at Chris Willock. This is going to be interesting, see how much they want for him. So if we suggest terms, that I think is a good little deal, that, for Chris Willock. Left winger. He's wanted by Villa, Blackburn, Brentford, Burnley in the Prem, Ipswich, Millwall. I think we bring him back to Arsenal and develop him, and that way we don't have to loan any more of them. Josh Sims, he looks like a good player for a young lad. How much do you want for him? Let's just offer silly money. 54 million. 54 million. Josh Sims, a guy who's hardly played, they want 54 million for him. In what world is he worth 54 million? Shocking. Absolute disgraceful. Well, that I think does us for transfers that we're going after. We are actually still waiting to hear on under Tsanguez, under and Ventura. So we will see. We're still waiting to hear on these defenders. And yeah, hang on. We've rejected a move for Carl Jenkins and we're keeping him. So Ben Jones, we're signing for the young teams, the under 18. Galloway and Morange are going to come in and act as cover. They're just pure cover players. McTominay and Longstaff, again, pure cover players, because we need players who can register as being British. Ramsey's going to leave at end of season. Chris Willock, if we get him, again, good decent player. Yakovenko, decent squad player to cover on the left. Under, he's the main man, and I think that's all the transfers we're going to be doing to bring in. Yeah, there we are. Bring in those. There's quite a few. You know, 5 midfield players and 3 defenders and a keeper. And yeah, let's see if we can sell anyone, because it's gonna be hell. You know, it really is going to be quite difficult to move players on, I think. Here we go. Mohamed El Neni, an offer has been made by Monaco of 11.75 million. Mesut Ozil wants to discuss personal matters. Okay. I'm concerned you're trying to force me out of the club. Yeah. Tactically, can't find a place for you. I certainly understand your disgruntlement, but you're gonna have to accept it. Well, you've not handled your career good enough, Ozil. Should have been like 15 goals a season, and instead it's 15 injuries a season. So no, go away. Arsenal's Galloway offer accepted, thankfully. So with Longstaff, and so is McTominay. Now let's see. I'm just going to finalise the deal for Willock. I'm not going to be here next year. I have to deal with the wages. Right, and so we shouldn't let him go anyway. He's a really, really hot prospect. I think he's a very decent player. And he is a left winger as well, and we need him. AS Monaco offer, see, he's valued at 19. He's unavailable for another 3 weeks. Napoli, Roma and Torino are interested. Maybe Atletico Madrid. They're only interested on loan, and that's minor interest from Madrid, from Atletico. So fee 11.75 million. They've set a deadline Monday 9th. Yeah, I'm just going to take it. So I'll accept all the offers that are the same or higher from Mohamed El Neni, and we'll let him decide where he wants to go. And because Ozil has annoyed me, I don't care about annoying him. I'm just going to send him into the under 23s. Because I'm petty like that. I'm really, really petty. There's been an offer made for Cohen Bramall. Really quite petty. No offers for all those players. Right, well, as things stand, no club considers the deal for Mesut Ozil viable. See, now, what are you shouting your mouth off for, mate? No one wants you. Offer to clubs, yeah. And Ozil, you know what? Getting under 23, boyo. Transfer, yeah. Transfer listed. I don't want to put him available for long. I just want to get rid of him. Yeah. Yeah. Can I have a word with him? Can I have a little chat? Can I have a little word in your shell, like? Let me just have a little interaction with you here, mate. No, you not want to chat? No. Yeah. So for me, he can go. Ozil has always been a problem at Arsenal. He was brilliant when he started, and then she's turned into a nightmare. Let's see, they want Cohen Bramall on loan, and they don't want to contribute anything to him. No, absolutely not. Particularly if he's only going to act as cover for your first team, you're not going to play him. I'm still going to have to pay £1,000 a week to him. Jog on. Right, that's Ventura, the keeper we want. He's only third choice keeper. He's not, you know. I'm just going to auto select that. Right, that's training camp sorted. So I'm gonna end it there because it's like half hour at the moment. But those are the players they're going after, and come back for episode 7 and we'll see what happens.